Thanks for tuning in to Let's Talk About It Media 21. I hope you're having a great day. Stay positive, stay focused. Let's get to it. What is the hot topic that's going on YouTube or Instagram? Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All comments are alleged, in our opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. Don't forget, the Cash App is Let's Talk About It Media. Thank you for all your love and support.
So don't forget to comment, but be kind. If you do not want to leave a comment, that's fine. You can leave a heart, a thumbs up, a rose, a flower. Any and everything helps with the algorithm. So let's get to it. Do you think a lot of the women that are Jeezy's friends knew about Jeannie Mai? From watching the show, did many people warn him about Jeannie and he ignored it because he had a passing in the family? What I'm learning is that you can contest an alleged prenup if it is not past 6 months. So men, go over to some of the attorney pages. I'll say it that way so I can be general. They're talking about you should have a woman sign a prenup 6 months prior to. That way emotions can't be involved. You won't say you were emotional, you were forced to. Allegedly, they're saying Jeezy and Jeannie, the prenup was signed the week of, either it was the week of or the day before the wedding. Wow. I thought if you have a prenup, you have a prenup and it's ironclad. Now, finding out it has to be 6 months, you should have them sign. And if they ain't signing in 6 months, you keep pushing the wedding back and back and back to verify and make sure it's 6 months. Make it 7. Make it 7 months. Wow. I learned a lot yesterday watching one of the legal pages, and they talked about the guy kept saying to the girl, you got to sign that prenup. I'm going to get to it. You got to sign that prenup. I'm going to get to it. You got to sign that prenup. I'm going to get to it. The day of the wedding. The day of the wedding. He said, where's those papers? People are there, ready for the wedding. The day of the wedding. Oh, I'm not going to sign it. Oh, for real? You're not going to sign it. The wedding's off. So allegedly, this is coming from the lead attorney, so I'll tell you where that came from. Allegedly, she said, okay, I'll sign it. And he said, no, it's too late because you're going to say you signed it because you were emotional. I kept telling you, sign these papers, and you waited to the last minute. All these people are here. But what he would have lost way more because she didn't sign it before the 6 months period before the wedding. Now, somebody must have schooled him. For him to wait to the day of, why not, do that, week before the wedding, before all your friends then flew in. But somebody must have pulled him aside. One of his legal eagle, one of his friends must have said, hey man, if she hasn't signed it, don't get married to her because she's going to legally say you forced her and she was emotional to sign it. So I guess they broke up. So yeah, 6 months, make it 7, guys. Make it full 7 months. So that way they can't say, oh, well, it was almost 6 months. Make it 7 months. Always add a month. Oh man. We're going to listen to a video in regards to how Jeannie felt about Freddie and how he had changed. Because remember, she felt a way about him being similar to her dad and how he was like her person. So he goes to be like your person, and then it changes of how you're shocked, how he's so disrespectful. Let's see. I'm going to play this clip and then I'm going to play the other clip. Let's listen in. So they're talking about what you know now, how you would change or live your life any different. Let's listen in. So it's Jeannie Mai talking, and it's Lonnie Love. And of course the girls are on the stage too. And Tamara's so nice. She's holding her.
Now, is there anything you wish you'd learned sooner? Well, not everybody at once.
No, I'm thinking about this question because, you know, when you get to your 40s, I'm almost there. You just really have so much to reflect upon. And for me, if I'm really honest, knowing what I know now about who I married, I wouldn't have married him. Oh, Jeannie. Yeah, no, I know. I don't mean to get that serious, but I'm just saying this out there because it's just crazy. You hear all the time that money can change people. Well, divorce can really change people. And it's just so weird because the one thing that he would always say back then is like, you really truly don't know a person until they don't get what they want. But I never thought he would be the one to prove that to me, you know?
I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry, Jeannie. So,
And she's talking about Freddie. Let's make that very clear. She's not talking about Jeezy yet. Who will do an interview first? Will it be Jeannie Mai or will it be Jeezy? Let's see what happens. Who will do the interview first? Will she try to play woe is me? I was shocked. I was stunned. I'm fighting the prenup. And how will Jeezy respond to what she states? This is the biggest thing. Men, don't marry if you feel that there could be a possible divorce. Make sure you have the ironclad prenup 7 months before. This advice that lead attorney I got yesterday is going to help someone. Real talk. It's sad that there's so many divorces and separation. Everyone knows we have to talk, play the clip, talk, play the clip. Let's continue.
yeah, it's just hard because,
It's okay. Take your time. You know, this is the thing about marriage and love. You did make a mistake. You know, I think nothing is done by mistake. It's life lessons. And the thing is, okay, I want to, if it's not right for you, get out of it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And nothing's wrong with getting out of it.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's for me. I'm not speaking for you. I'm saying for me, it's not a regret.
Yeah, no. Well, it wouldn't have been for me. You know, honestly, you know, you guys have heard me. You've seen him, and I've talked about him all the way. Like, I loved him all the way even past our divorce. I really did. But then when somebody shows you who they are, you just are like, did I know the real you, or is this the real you? And so it's just really hard. We're not talking about a couple years. You know, we're talking about 10 years.
Sorry, Jeannie.
So
I
it's
feel
just
like we sit up here sometimes and we like forget that Jeannie's going through a divorce because you're so strong and you like smile and laugh through everything. And then I see you now, even in the last few days, I'm like, yo, how are you handling this?
Yeah.
And it's very rare that because you're that way, we don't ask, are you okay?
And you guys have been there for me. Just so you know, you ladies have been so there for me, just inviting me things to Adrian, honestly.
Yeah, but
checking in on me, always knocking on my door and just spending time with me. That means...
So well wishes. So the biggest thing is, will Jeezy say the same about Jeannie? What I thought. And if she's talked about her anger issues, she talked about it, that she has alleged anger issues, and Jeezy had to check her for that. And I'm going to play that clip because it's important that if you have anger issues and he has to check you, and you have to say to him, hold up, what are we doing here? And he has to tell you you're going too far. And she felt that she needed to control her anger. She said Jeezy didn't tell her to control it, but men out here don't want to be disrespected by their wife. Because if you weren't disrespectful from the beginning, why are you doing it now? And we're married.
I didn't notice that I had a hot temper until I got with Jeezy. and here's a person who is my equal and I really respect. And when I would spew some of my old habits, and he was like, like, who? That's not flying here. And also, it would trigger him to come back at me with things where I was like, what the do you think you are? But I was triggering him. But he never told me to fix my temper. I just saw it and I thought, unless I want to stay in this place where I lose this person I love and I stay in my comfort zone of doing what I want to do and function the way I have for the last 40 years where nobody else had to stop me.
Which obviously has done quite well for you.
Right, I could have. But this was something greater that I wanted. And also a great challenge to myself to say, what if, now that I know it exists and the dragon's there, what if I got rid of that? How do I kill that dragon or store it in its place so that it never creates havoc or called me out on it? I didn't notice that I had a hot temper until I got with Jeezy. And here's a person who is my equal. And
So you didn't have a hot temper until you got with him? Is that true? Is that really true, though? And if he's your equal, isn't the man supposed to be a little bit bigger and higher than a woman? So is it because she was thinking that he's the equal and that's why she could talk to him that way? Everybody, it's interesting. Let's see how this unfolds. Real talk. What will he say? What will she say? In a post, they were saying something about he was kind of nonchalant in the post. Basically, like, moving forward, not everybody can go with me or something. I can't remember what the quote said. But he filed for the divorce. Was she blindsided? Or was she trying to save the marriage by speaking about his book and trying to give him praise? Did she help him write that book? Are they co-writers together? Or was it his own project? And that's going to be the big thing too. So let's see what happens. Let me know in the comments how you feel about, them and their relationship. And I don't know, everybody. Let's see what happens. Thanks for tuning in.